review it later. And also we will try to translate it in your language if you want to, for example, in German or Italian, and so you can review it in your proper language. Maybe it is easier.
Yes, yes. Tanya wrote in a comment section that she's from Basel. I think it would be very nice if you can share where are you from in a meeting chat. Like we'll be able to connect to each other. Maybe you will find your colleagues as well. Me personal, I'm not from Universitätsspital and even other clinics, but I'll tell it later. Great. Stefan, thank you. Okay. Italian working in France. Very good. Where are you working, Chiara? I hope I pronounced your name correct.
Yes, it's correct. I work in Nice, Côte d'Azur.
Oh, great. I once have been there. This is a beautiful place.
Indeed.
Okay. I think in 1902 we'll start because the official beginning is only now. But it's very glad to see that we already have 43 here. It means a lot. Marie is sitting and smiling. I think she's pretty shocked that we have so much people here.
Absolutely, that you trusted me to participate in this meeting because it's something new. I can tell now short story because I had my back surgery in January, and then when I was operated, I thought, okay, what I can do in this free time because I have a recovery at home, and I stayed here for 1 month. And I participated into the course that Osman made. He is active in this field for 2 years, and in different firms he worked and created different things. And one of these was this course about artificial intelligence. And then after I made really an idea how to use it, and that's why I thought, why not to do it for the doctors in Switzerland, because we have different rules that we have to follow, and we have to avoid that we can be persecuted for what we are doing, because as you have seen 2 days ago, Open Evidence or OpenAI had a crash, and if it will be crushed with the leakage of the data that we put there, it could be really a big problem. That's why I talked to Osman after the course I made in January, and I asked him to prepare it for us.
Thank you.
Thank you, Maria. Thank you.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I think we can start now. Just give me a second. I'll share my screen. I prepared the presentation, of course, with AI. I have made lots of things with AI, but just give me a second. Okay, slideshow. And now, yes, I hope you see this window. Do you see this? Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. First of all, I'll repeat that. If you can turn your cameras on and be with me here, I will be very glad to you because I'll be able to see you and understand is something's like problem or you need some time to or you need to ask questions. It will help me a lot to feel you because I like Zoom conferences because we can make things that are not possible, like communicate without borders. But because of Zoom, I can see you and feel your like a human being. Okay. Today we have a first session of our course. Today we are going to talk about the program itself and mostly about safety, because safety issues I think are major in Switzerland and in Europe, but in Switzerland there are even more stricter rules about data protection. So we're gonna talk about that today a lot. And before that, I want to introduce myself again. I am Osman, and I am AI founder, and I call myself clinician AI. I hope it's correct. Um, I want to give you some numbers because we trust numbers. On my own, I have spent about 2,000 hours with AI, with large language models like GPT, Gemini, Claude, etc. I have there is no task during the day I don't do with AI, because everything I do, I want to make it effective and faster. And the only way to do it in our time is using AI. And also, I was a CEO of AI school. There, I helped to 1,000 professionals in different fields, like from clinics, from marketing firms, from schools, from different fields of our life. I helped them to start using AI, and this is one of our calls I was preparing. So I know little bit things about AI, but this industry is evolving so fast that even like keeping myself up to date is hard, but I hope I'll give you some knowledge today. And also, I help doctors and nurses right now only in Basel and Ticino hospitals. This is Philippe, Maria's husband, and we were helping him to make presentations with AI. And in our course, we'll talk about making presentations with AI, but on the last section, at last session. And as you see, Philippe is happy here. I hope he was glad to have to be with us. And also, I built some AI products for doctors, but we won't focus on this stuff because the goal of our course and our little promise is to help you to save 2 hours per day using general AI tools like GPT, Gemini, and Claude, and not break Swiss law, because we work in a sensitive field with patients, with patient data, and it's very important for us to keep in mind Swiss law. So this is a promise we're making. I hope we'll deliver that. We'll do everything we can, but to do that, I'll ask you a few things later. But what we are going to focus on is mainly paperwork, bureaucracy, and routine work. Because when we was preparing this program with Maria, we were thinking that there are a lot of AI tools in medicine that are like specific and like for imaging processes or a diagnosis or something like that. And people like in big companies are trying to make AI that will replace doctors. But we are not going to talk about this thing. We are going to talk about how doctor can stay doctor, but make less paperwork and have much more time to do, like to live their own lives or launch the projects, or I don't know, make scientific progress, something like that. And this is the goal we are working on, and this will be the task I hope will help you to work on. And the main thing we'll show you that AI is not a Google, it's not a search engine, and it's more or less like a human being, and it's like your personal assistant. I know this sounds like a cliche, and but I hope I'll show you on the cases we have that it's true. To be honest, it's true. Then we keep in mind that this AI is more like as a human being, we have better results because it changes our expectations and way of work and makes it better. Actually, we'll talk about this next week, because next week we'll be having a program as lesson about context and working with AI, and I'll help you to understand that better. But for now, this is a main point. Just remember that. And for example, I'll show you three things. Oh, Lorenzo wrote is drawing something. Just a second. Lorenzo, can you please delete this? I'll do this. Just a second. Yes. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, this was someone was drawing here, and okay. I'll show you a few cases, and we'll start from writing because writing is, I think, most common thing you can do with AI, but it's also like quick wins where we can get it. It's like writing emails to other doctors, or making articles, or making like letters for our patients, or even making some writing stuff for our family, etc., etc. Writing is a way for us to communicate, and if we can boost this like for 50%, it will significantly help us in many fields. So writing is the first thing. Next thing is research. This is a case, to be honest, it's a case we made with basal nurse Mary. She was starting a project about menopause, and because of starting this project needs to understand the field, we made a research with her, and this research took us like maybe 1 or 2 hours. But I don't think this is possible for one person to make this kind of research alone in a one day. I mean, like this kind of research will took you a weeks and a real good team to make this. But with AI, we made it within an hour and get our plans and actions and state data, what will help us to launch our project and move forward. This is the main thing. Like we want us to move forward and make actions, and I think AI will help us to do that. And the third thing is visualizing and drafting. It's about presentations. For example, this is a presentation we made with Filippo, doctor from Ticino, and we'll show you how you can like make drafts, make visuals, make some things that you need to show to other people, and how to make it faster. And of course, our program overview is pretty simple. We have 5 lessons. Today, we have a lesson about internet safety. Next week, we'll have a session about AI models and prompting. Prompting is a core thing, like all requests you make to AI models named prompts. And we'll show you next week how you can write this kind of prompts, how you can ask AI to help you and get results you want. Because it's the first place that you can get significant results, yeah, just using like few tips. We'll show you next week. On the third week, we're going to talk about audio to action. We'll show you how you can just talk with your phone and get some like material results, papers, letters, I don't know, reviews, etc., like a lot of things, and you can make it so fast that you wouldn't even believe this is possible, because after starting using AI voice transcription, like life is not gonna be the same. And for week 4, we're gonna talk about researching. This is a hard session. This would be difficult because it's like there are a lot of things I want to tell you, but we'll search 4 steps in doing research, and also how to use PubMed, or how to verify links AI found, how to understand that it's not hallucinating, because hallucination is the biggest problem we have right now. And we'll tell you this all this stuff. And the last week, 10th July, will be on a case lab. Me, Maria, and other doctors will invite, and other cases will discuss cases. Like we'll just walk and see how different doctors use AI, and I hope by that time most of us will have their own cases, and will be able to tell like different people what are their results. And coming to that, coming like finishing with the program, I have few rules for you, and rules are simple. I kindly ask you to ask a lot of questions and request any materials you need, and clarify everything if unsure, because we're trying to make this program for beginners. But if you have some kind of experience and you think this is simple for you, and you need some more like professional and specific stuff, feel free to ask. Or if you are beginner and you still don't understand some things here, please ask. because we're trying to adapt, but it's not possible like to make a presentation fit to everyone. But we are open to like share our knowledge. And the last thing I'm gonna ask is share success cases, and this is maybe the biggest predictor of success, like when people share their own successes, because when you share your cases and things are going good in your life, other people understand how they could use AI, how they could like implement things like. And for example, we were on with Maria on a course I made for her and other people, and I think Maria got like tons of ideas from other people, and this is the main way to learn something, I think. Sorry for repeating some words. Okay, and I just ask you, like, if you got something good and like you made a presentation or even you wrote a letter or something like that, just write in WhatsApp chat we have, like, guys, I have this result. I like this. I made this with this way, this way, this way, and this will help us to like help each other. And also, me and Maria will share our cases as well. So, and finishing with the program, each lesson will come with a handout. It is a summary with key links and quick prompts. Now you can like scan this QR code. This is a handout for our first lesson. You can open it in same window and or even print it out. By the way, this is copyright free. You can share it with everyone you have, like print it out, give to your clinician buddies, I don't know, friends, etc., to everyone you want. We made it. I hope we made this valuable. But if we lacked something, it lacks something, feel free to write me. So I think this is everything I wanted to tell you about program. And if you have some questions now about program, about how we're gonna learn something, feel free to write in chat. Just give me a second, I'll look there, and or turn your microphone on and ask me questions, because after that we're gonna dive into safety part. If everything is like clear, you can write it as well, like, Osman, everything's fine. I have a quick look. Okay, I hope everything is good.
Stupid question. How can I open this link in the computer, because I cannot make a picture of the QR code. I don't see the link.
Okay, just give me a second. I'll share it in WhatsApp and you'll see it. Will it be fine, Christian? Do you have our WhatsApp?
Yes.
Great. First handout. I have sent it to our Zoom chat.
Okay, thanks.
Great. Okay, thank you, Christian, for your question. Great. Okay, let's move forward. We're going to discuss about Swiss law. And to be honest, we have been researching this field for a few months already with Maria. And statements is very simple and law is very simple. We can't transfer data, sensitive medical data, and by the way, all patient data is, to be honest, sensitive. So we can't share any patient data to other countries, even to Europe, but and even to Europe, or we're not talking about USA. So there is no way to us to like get information from our patient and write it in ChatGPT or Gemini. But there is one thing I want you to tell, that it's if they have our data anonymized and it's irreversible, so we can't understand what person they are talking about, it's possible to use this data in ChatGPT. And by that, what I mean, let's think about true anonymization. When we write in ChatGPT that our patient is male, 65 years old, and have hypertension, it's unlikely to find this patient because we have thousands of this kind of person with kind of human beings in a world. But if we write that person is male and it's 2 meters height and have 4 children, have rare kidney disease, and if we even like we deleted his name, we deleted his birth date, we deleted like data that can be identifiable, but we still have this kind of information, it means we haven't anonymized it because it's trackable and it's reversibly, we can de-anonymize that. And this means that we can use this data. But if our patient is like general patient and we have deleted all his like name, surname, date of birth, and we even have like if we wrote not 63, we wrote 65 years old, it's okay and it's possible to share this information to other countries like Europe or USA. And these things we have discussed with Rosario Imperiali, and he's a Swiss-Italian privacy lawyer, and he have even his own book about personal data and freedom of digital choice. And we have discussed it and have consultation with him. So this is a data we are believing it, and this is a thing interpretation of law we understand is correct. And but golden rule: never paste identifiable patient information in cloud tool. And if you are in doubt that is this data trackable or is it reversible or not, just use local AI models. But I understand that local AI models is not a simple thing to understand. We'll talk about now. We have three types of models. We have closed cloud models, we have local open models, and we have fine-tuned medical models. And closed models are models I think you have heard about. It's ChatGPT, it's Gemini, it's Claude. This is the models we can we can describe them like taxi. They are quick, easy, but they know everything about us. And even ChatGPT, Gemini, and Claude say that like you can make turn on zero data retention setting. This means like they'll delete information. For me personally, I don't trust this kind of statements because I don't know how they treat my data, and this is a thing we need to keep in mind. So these models, but the advantage of these models is that they are the best one on the market. So we have local models, I'll show it later, but they work they work worse in like high expertise like fields like researching or making scientific learning something in science, I don't know, understanding some hard fields or complex tasks or something like that. We want to use these kind of models because they are better. Because ChatGPT, like model 03, is right now is the best on the market. Gemini's Google's model is Gemini 2.5 Pro is the best on the market. Claude, it's like AI model from Anthropic, is also good like in coding on or in technical stuff. So we use closed cloud models, then we need best result, but we don't need to provide patient data here. And like if we have some problem or some questions about our patient, we can delete and we can like ask questions without mentioning our patient. We don't need to say like I have a patient and he is a male, 2 meters, like etc etc. We just can ask our questions and from our understanding and get answers for this kind of questions. But if we need to work with a patient data, we need to use local open models. These models means that they are work good. They are like if we compare to closed models, I think we can say they are from 80 to 90% as good as closed models like ChatGPT. For example, in the middle we see DeepSeek. DeepSeek has the best open models on the market right now, and it's comparable to the best models of OpenAI or Google. And on the left side we have a Gwen, it's also Chinese model, and on the right side we have Gemma. Gemma is an open model from company Google, and these models allow us to turn them and use them on our like hardware. And what I mean by hardware, it can possibly be your your laptop, but it's very like capable laptop. I think it's need a lot of gigabytes of GPU of graphic cards, and but it allows us to use these models on our laptops, and it means that no data goes to other companies. Or another way, if you work in a clinics, like in a clinics that have budgets for renting GPUs, renting some hardware, it's possible that your clinic will provide you access to the best models. Because, for example, DeepSeek, as I mentioned before, is really good. It's comparable to OpenAI's model. But to run this DeepSeek on last version of it, we need 8 GPUs. Each of them cost 4,000 euros per month, and you can count it like 32 grants for using this kind of models. It's impossible to have these kind of models individually. So it's only possible to companies like provide this kind of AI tools to their professionals, to their employees. But for Gemma, Google's model, they have really small ones that can even work on your laptops, but of course they are not capable of solving really complex tasks. We need to just keep this in mind. And next model, type of models, is fine-tuned medical models. For example, MedGemma, it's also a model from company Google. MedGemini, and it's also from company Google. These models are trained on specific medical data, and they perform really good on specific medical tasks, but they work less. They work worse in a different like other fields, and we need to just keep this in mind. I wrote here a metaphor, like we need to understand this is like an ambulance. Using ambulance is not the best way like to drive our children to hurt, I don't know, to kindergarten or something like that, but it's great to use to solving some medical issues. So this is about fine-tuned models. You know, I thought like this lection, this talk will last a little bit longer, but I'm almost done with the theory section. So if you have any kind of questions here, you can ask them, and after that I'll show you I'll show you homework, and I think we'll like try something in ChatGPT, and I'll show you how you can use it starting from now. So if you have some questions, please ask me about models, about privacy, about security, about safety issues, like whatever you need. And after that, we'll go to homework and a little bit of case studies.
Maybe I can show about about MedGemma. What I found out, this type of model can be used, to, for example, in dermatology, because this MedGemma was trained with different photos of skin, and at the beginning it was only white skin, and now dark skin as well. And with MedGemma, you can try to put also the dermatological diagnosis directly on your computer.
Yes, yes. I think we'll try Gemma in a few minutes. Yeah, yes, Christian.
Could you it's MedGemma. It's possible to run MedGemma on a local open system or not?
Yes, yes, it's totally possible, and they have even small models that can even run on basic laptop. I think we'll cover this question with this case in the next sessions, but yes, it's totally possible.
One idea that I had is to develop, for example, in rheumatology, to see the capillary microscopy with this MedGemma. We didn't try it for a moment because we tried to make all these technical things around how it will work. But if it will, it could be very helpful and very easy for everyone to use it in daily practice, for example.
Yes. Thank you. Do you have any questions? Please ask me some questions.
We have some on chat.
Just give me a second. What does open and close refer to? As in what does this imply technically in how the model works? Great question. Thank you. Let me go from the first questions. One session will be maximum 90 minutes. I think we'll have 60 minutes today, maybe more in the next sessions. Stefan asked, can you explain in more detail on what sort of data needs to be anonymized for use in example ChatGPT? Oh, this is a great question. Thank you, Stefan. First of all, the most obvious thing we need to delete is name, surname, date of birth, place they're living, our patients. And it can be enough if we think that our patient have general diseases or have general conditions, like he's average height, he has an average height like me, 175 centimeters, and have like average weight or have average disease, and this person doesn't have like some rare things, rare diseases. Sorry, I'm not to be honest, I'm not a clinician, so it's a little bit hard for me to give you this kind of specific things. Maybe Maria could help me here, but you need to delete everything that can be somehow trackable, like even, for example, if he has some unique color of hair, skin, eye, like some scars, etc. We need to delete. You know, you can think about it like when police tries to find some how to find a villain. Um, they are looking for some specific things like scars, or maybe they have some specific coat on them, or maybe they drive specific cars. And this is a way like we need to think about data. If it's possible to find this patient using this data, no matter do they have their name or not, this is data we don't need to give to ChatGPT. But it's not possible to track it. It's okay. Next question, Eric asks, what does open and closed models refer to? As in, what does this imply technically in how the model works? Great question. Thank you, Eric. So I'll describe you what does it mean. Actually, let me go to this window. As you know, just give me a second. Yeah. Okay. To be honest, these models like DeepSeek and OpenAI technically are the same models. They are trained on a lot of data. They have processed it. They have pre-training and training processes that needs like tons of GPUs, and have need tons of money, like specialists, something like that. And what we have after training we have like, you can imagine it like a file where we have written a lot of numbers. It's mainly numbers. These numbers tell models what data they need to this data is I think we'll show this in a like visuals next session, but now I'll try to explain this verbally. So after training processes, both open and closed model, we have a file. In this file we have a lot of numbers that show us correlation between some words. So when you type something in model, it's basically thinks what it should be written to you to make it useful, and to make it human-like, and to make it like usable. And it's trying to predict word after word. So if we write like taxi, and it thinks, okay, what is taxi? Taxi is quick, taxi is easy, but driver learns your address. These words, all of them are correlated to each other. And the training processes means like AI models being understood how to correlate words. And going back to what means open the closed models, open and closed models is means just one thing. Do this company give you this file or not? For example, you can't download OpenAI's file where they have owned their correlation. You can just get access to that. They have them on their own like servers in USA, and they run on their own machines, and you don't know and you can't get access to that. And only getting access to this file, you can use it to like make your own compute and make your own calculations. Basically, what AI models makes is calculations. And open models means that this kind of companies just give you this file and just let me show you. This is pretty simple. Do you see this window? I'll show you DeepSeek Git.
GitHub, I opened it. This is a internet site where all the data and all the models shared between programmers,
Yeah.
and they share it openly. And even if they create something new, they put down in this system, and you can download it.
You can think about this like Facebook for IT guys. And if we go here, we can go for DeepSeek, we can find it. And if you download these files, you'll be able to run this model on your computer if you have like very, very capable computer or you have GPUs. And we can like just download OpenAI models and we can run it locally. And this is what means having local or having open or closed models. I hope I answered your question, Eric.
There is a good question from Dominic Fleury that
Just give me
he's asking. Okay.
question. We have a queue here. Is it possible to use MedGemma on phone? Can you also show how to use MedGemma? We can use. I don't know about phone actually because maybe last iPhones are capable of them, but we surely can use it on MacBook or something on like basic laptops. We have some small models. We'll talk about model size on the next sessions, but basically it's possible. And the trend of the like, if we try to forecast the future, it will be we'll be living in a place where lots of models will be able to run on your iPhone or your Android on something else because I don't know why, but this is what like big guys like GPT, like OpenAI, Apple, and or other companies are working on. Okay, Dominic, have next question. Just give me a second. I have a question regarding local LLM deployment. In many hospitals, especially in clinical routine, we often work with weak or outdated PCs and strict IT rules that don't allow installing custom software. How do you envision local LLMs working in such environments? What are potential solutions and workarounds? Running an LLM on my laptop would mean copy-pasting sensitive data or sending it by email to my private laptop, which is not feasible due to data protection and not practical at all. Dominic, you like, I think you are a voice of the Switzerland doctors, all of them, because this is a thing, it's more about law and less about technical stuff because and bureaucracy, because the only way to do that is to talk with your clinic administration and try to push this. And for example, me and Maria trying to do this kind of things in different places. I can't mention it right now, but it's of course it's difficult to understand you, and the only way to like it's somehow of persuasion, trying to push this technology in your place, but it's only doable but showcasing, but making people all around you think like they lose something important if they don't use this. For example, me or Maria, I'll always showing cases. It's not only like you can get some good results, not only using data from your patient. You can also use make some research, make some I don't know, find some, gather some insights in different fields, and you can show this to your like managers, to your colleagues, and this is a pretty it's like a virus, because then you try this, you have results, you show to someone, other person thinks like, becomes curious, like what is going on, how this works, and how this make could make my life easier, and it's actually making it easier. So what I would like you recommend to you, like stay with us. We'll show you some cases and just try to show to your administrations that it's possible. And if you need, we can like in a question section, I can tell you how the local deployment works. So you'll be able to explain to your administration like what kind of resources do they need, or what they need to do, because then you have like clear roadmap. For example, like week 1, week 4, week 8, what is going on. It's more like it helps like to people, to managers make this kind of decisions. And yeah, I hope I have answered your question and helped you with that. You can like turn your microphone on and tell me if you need some details. I'm looking for faces, and I'm very glad to see you watching this. Okay, great. And as I mentioned, like these open models, we can find them, a lot of them here, and even we can even find Gemma here. Um, Gemma's model is Google's model, Google DeepMind, and we can load it and use it. I'll tell you about model sizes later, because only based on the size of model, we need to understand what kind of capacities we need. Is it possible to run it on our laptop or not? Okay. I have a little homework for you. As this homework is pretty easy, I highly recommend you to sign up and upgrade to ChatGPT Plus, and try something simple. And the advanced level is like to load this file to your chat GPT and ask questions to it, and try to like talk with this document, and this will show you how you can be able to gather some insight from the things you got, like from books, from websites, from YouTube videos, and something like that. Just give me a second, I have a chat. That makes a lot of sense, thank you. I'm trying to do exactly that, showing that what possible and building momentum from the inside. It's definitely a long game, what worth it. Amazing. This is a quote I think we need to capture, because this is the only way this is possible to implement this kind of thing. And could a hospital funded, secure online server running an LLMs for internal use be a viable middle ground between local installs and clouds? Definitely yes. Totally, yes. We can use DeepSeek-like models, even a middle-sized model, and get great results, and at least create habit of using AI. Because what is going on in the like industry? Models will be cheaper, and models are easier to run on like smaller computers or something like that. It's named even a law of Moore's law. It means like every year we are having x2 of our capacities for the same price. So in the future, next year or even year after that, we'll be able to run a lot of really strong models on like on a phone, on something like that. So it's a long game, and it will be this way in the future. So yes. And if you want to use some models, I suggest you to try start from Gemma, and Med Gemma especially, because it's really good, and it's small, so you don't need like very expensive GPUs to run them in your hospital. I think average hospital in Switzerland possibly can afford that kind of software hardware. Sorry. Yeah, Andrea, please.
One thing. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Fine.
No, just to answer also, I mean, to make an example for Dominic, about in our clinic in cardiology in Basel. Actually, we are collaborating with another company, which provides validated AI algorithm to recognize the echocardiography images, and all alone like evaluate the measures and gives you in the end a letter, a report of the echocardiogram. So it is now like a pilot project, and it's local. We have the server in the echo lab. So just to make an example for Dominic, that actually it is possible. We have like had trial for a couple of months. We have seen, we made kind of measurement, how faster are we, and then I think in the end they are kind of buying the license to try to make these things faster. That's it. So just to say, there is a possibility.
Andrea,
Andrea,
thank you.
you are absolutely right. This is the first technology that we have that really can reduce the cost of medicine, because other things that we had before, they only rise the cost, and now we can something that can really reduce the time and resources that we use.
Totally, totally. We have just a quick off topic. We have discussed with Maria what is going on with the future, and I have a wife, and my wife got little disease, little. I hope I say this right. Okay, he had feeling not good. He wasn't feeling good, and what she did first was not calling the doctor and was not even Googling something. It was ChatGPT. She was asking ChatGPT what is going on, why I feel bad. This is my analysis, what I need to do, and etc. etc. And patients are going to use that. And this is like guaranteed. It's not possible they not use it. It will be even I can't say worse, because I don't think it's worse, but it will be more common. And big companies are trying to make this happen, like Google, and they are even made Gemma is it's not only for doctors, it's also for patients as well. But and what we are thinking about the future is that it will, from the both sides, will reduce cost of medicine and will reduce time we need to spend to our patient and giving results to them. And it's a progress, and it's innovation, it's an economy, and this is where we're heading. And to be honest, I'm very glad that you are here, because what are you doing now? You are like early adopters of this stuff, and even we already have this technology for 2 years, it's still like the beginning of this thing, because it will be transforming our economy like for decades. And you are here, you are learning it, and you are on the edge of innovations, and this is good, this is great. As you see, Andrea already have some cases in their clinic. I hope by the end of the year most of you will have some things happening in your facilities as well, and this will help your work to make your work better. And we have like 15 minutes, and I want to just give me a second. I think two comments. Dominic, yes, great. Okay, I want to show you something. I want to show you Gemma, like in lives. But I need Maria's assistance. You know, I'm like a magician. I have an assistant here, and her name is Maria. Maria, help me.
So we
Magic happen.
found this X-rays in internet, so they're absolutely not from our patients. And I wanted to, when I read about Gemma, I thought, okay, I want to try to see how I can use it before I hear the radiologist. This is a very simple example for sure, but you can speak with the images, and it wasn't possible today. So you can ask what is the difference between these two images, what happened in between. So can you type it down?
Yes, I can type it. And what I want to show you, what you were asking about closed models and open models. And right now I'll show you. On the left side of our ring, we have Gemini 2.5 Pro. This is a closed model, one of the best on the market right now. It's only comparable to OpenAI's O3 model. And on the right side, we have Gemma. Gemma 3. It's a very small local model. It can be run on one GPU, and it can be run like locally. So let's see what two these models will give us and what will tell us asking on one question. Yes, Maria, I'm listening to you.
So what difference is between these two images? Or how the disease is evolving? So the point is that my Gemini and my Gemma was already trained that I'm a rheumatologist, and that's why my LLM gave me the answer in rheumatology field. We will see how it will answer on Osmond.
Yes, let's see.
Computer. So what is the future of this talking with the LLM? That, for example, in oncology, it is very easy to put down two images and to get the racist answer, to see really if there is an answer or not to the treatment. In other stuffs, so if you have some doubts about, I don't know, fracture or some erosions, you can put it inside and you can ask if there is some erosions or not, if you have doubts. Because the point is not if it is, it will be true or not, this comparison and these answers, but it will show you the places where the AI have looked for, and in this way you can look there and try to understand, is it true or not? Because sometimes, as you know, when radiologist shows us, this is the place, and we see it, and but before radiologists we don't, and this can be very useful. I think there is some radiologists with us. Yes, my mom. Maybe she can also make some comments, because they are using it in Tel Aviv hospital for subdural hematomas. She's not answering.
Yeah, if it's possible to give any comments on answers we got here, it would be nice.
Don't know, how do you find it? Is it useful for you as well, or can be potentially useful? In any case, you can you have to train it. So you can answer, oh no, you were wrong in this way, and here the answer is not correct or very wide, and you need to be more precise. And in this way, you will train as you like this LLM model to answer you. There is another question about ACG. Yes, MedGemma and also the OpenAI models, they are very good for ACG. You can try to download the ACG and show the result that you will get it. Yes.
Yeah, yes. This would be great. Maria, maybe you can give us like comment on these results, because for me it's a little bit too hard.
But you know, there is a very wide description, because in any case you can see it without this explanation, but as you compare between both results, they are very similar. It's not very different from one to other side. They also describe exactly where they what they see. So image A, image B, so that you can take these images in detail and take a look at every single thing that you see there.
Yes. And coming to think I understand is, for example, writing. Let's see that like we have this kind of patient, and what we want, we say it like, please, just give me a second. I'll go to our handout and find drafting email prompt. It's pretty simple. I'll copy it here and write it here. Please write polite email. I will write it in English, asking for assistance on this patient. I need his point of view, and run this. Okay, we'll talk later about how models write, because if you see, you'll see that left model, it's usually runs slower than the right, but right now they are working hard, both of them. But usually, like small models work better. I have reached rate limit. Great. Just give me a second. We'll wait for answer from the Gemini 2.4 or 2.5. Right now, Gemma model is in like closed testing phase, so they have lower rate limits, and this is why it doesn't work right now. But Gemini 2.45 is working hard. Yes.
You can also explain about these limits. What does it mean? Because the token system, I didn't know before I knew you, and that's why it was for me like a big surprise what they are talking about these limits.
Yes, this will be a big talk next week. It's a big topic about tokens. Yeah, so we have this answer on this like left side. This is a thing that will take us not like too much time for us to make. Like I think anyone can write this letter for like 5 to 10 minutes, but here it will take you 1 minute. And if we compare it like relationally, it's 1 minute or 5 minutes or 10 minutes. It's 10 time boosting us. And this, I think, is a great way to save our time. Yes, this I have exceeded their limits, so it's not possible to use them. Okay, this can happen. This is not a big problem. Okay, I'll look in the chat just a second. One recurring challenge is clinical practice in structuring diagnosis lists. Do you have any suggestions or prototypes on how LLMs could help that? For example, if we copy paste the radiology report, the AI could extract the relevant findings, generate structured diagnosis like long nodule in right upper lobe, CT tropics, spiculated lesion, right suspicious image, or if we input a high histopathology report, the model could recognize the tumor type and stage and generate a new diagnosis like lung cancer in the right upper lobe. First diagnosis, all information including tumor stage could be extracted from the histopathology report and restructured for the diagnosis list. Any ideas or experiences of how to build something like this efficiently? I played around with custom GPTs with only limited success so far. I can show it next week. This is funny because the first thing Maria asked me in January was the same question. She asked how to make reports and make them faster, and Maria also tried lots of custom GPTs. And Dominic, it's possible to make this in like models like ChatGPT, but first of all, it's a little bit how to say it, prohibited and
Unsafe, I can
unsafe,
say.
unsafe totally. And we can like, okay, we use no personal data, and even that it's a little bit hard to get stable results from open models and not using programming, because when we need to make something really predictable, we need to write the code. And this is simple. I can explain you how to make it. It's very easy. We have our product made on this, and I can show you like everything. It's not a big secret for us. I can show you the pipeline, but it's basically based on structured outputs. There is a technology named structured outputs, and you tell AI model like, okay, I'll give you this kind of input, and I always need to get this kind of output from you. Like, first of all, give me diagnosis. Next, give me like anamnesis, social anamnesis, family anamnesis. Next, I need like Noxen. After that, I need like a procedure and something like that. And if you make it this way, you tell like AI what structured output do you need, it will help you and it will give you the results you want. We were working on this stuff for months, to be honest, and what I'm telling you is costed us lots of time, but now you can make it real for a few weeks, I think. If you if it's the part you want, it's the only thing you need. So Dominic, I'll be more than happy to discuss this next week. Just get your case here and we'll have like question or case discussing section, and we'll be able to look on what you are working on. Yeah.
But in any case, what we are doing, we cutting this thing in small pieces, and then these pieces are going in the place we need to. It's like we are doing it in normal our life. So copy paste and then changing a little bit, and then it goes in our medical reports. But yes, you can do it automatically or semi-automatically.
Yes. Like okay, it have been already an hour we are here, and we have still 60 doctors here, 60 professionals, and I'm very glad that you trusted me, Maria, and you are here listening to us. I hope I gave you something important. Just give me a second. I'll look for Dominic. Yes, I have experimented with structured outputs. As a challenge I ran into is that almost every type of diagnosis needs its own template. That makes it quite complex to scale. Yes, this is a big problem we are working on our like from our side. Yes, but we are ready to give you everything we got so far. Yeah, if you have any questions now, you can ask. If not, I was very glad to see you and to tell you this. Andrea, thank you for your case. Everyone, thank you for your questions. And I would really appreciate if you share some insights you got or like cases you got in our WhatsApp chat. It will help not only me, but other people as well, other doctors, your colleagues from Switzerland and all over the world. And after this call, I'll send you this recording. We'll make it in a different languages. We think at least German and Italian. And if someone needs French as well, write us please. If you need, we'll translate it, and we'll send you these recordings. And also we have sent you our handout. Feel free to print it out, to share it, to do whatever you need. So this is the beginning. We'll see each other next week, next Thursday, and it will be 19th of June. Yes, same time, same place. So this is it. If it's possible for you to write like what is the most important thing you remembered from today's call in a chat section, it will be very nice for us to understand like what was the most important thing here. Like if you have a few minutes, just please write it in a meeting chat in a Zoom section. What was the thing you have you will remember from this call? Julia.
I think, yes, I think the most important thing that next week we will learn how to program this OpenAI chat and Gemini and other LLM models to give us the answers that we need, because this is very challenging to write down the prompts.
Yes, this is the best thing. Christian, don't worry, we'll have recording. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for your attending, and grazie. See you.
Bye bye. See you. Ciao.
Ciao.